Oregon coach Mark Helfrich is online with us. The Ducks are home hosting Colorado on Saturday. We'll go ahead and take questions for Coach.
Your next question comes from the line of Kevin Gimble, ESPN.com.
Hey, Coach, how encouraging is it that even though Royce went down, you take away his numbers and you guys still had 300-plus yards rushing? How much does that make life easier for you knowing that you've got other guys you can plug in and the run game really doesn't miss much of a beat?
Mm-hmm. That part is encouraging. The frustrating part of that is still how productive we were and not finishing that game. And so just that is frustrating. I think even the bigger thing that came out of that is we had some guys, Taj Griffin, be physical in the blocking game and the protection game, something that has been his development, something that we were looking for in his development, and that's starting to take a bigger presence and more confidence in him. And Tony and Kanai, I think we have become complete backs, and so a lot of confidence in all those guys.
Yeah, that actually led me to my next question. Obviously, they can all run the ball. They all have speed. Mm-hmm. How much of a drop-off from Royce is there in pass pro?
Yeah, I'm not sure percentage-wise. That's a good question. I think those guys have just haven't done it as much, really, is all it is. I think at times they've all had great knowledge of the things. Colorado presents a different set of protection scenarios than everybody else we've played, and we've worked on that, and so far so good in that regard.
Gotcha. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
And your next question comes from the line of Mike Wilson, thecampuspressbox.com.
Hey, Coach. Colorado is just one of those teams that's just looking to move up in the Pac-12 and kind of make a name for themselves. And a lot of teams like to overlook Colorado. How do you guard against that with your Ducks?
Well, we're out of our minds if we're overlooking anybody. We have so much to work on ourselves, and we're not approaching this game in any way, shape, or form differently. And I don't think our guys have approached. Certainly after getting beat, I think our response has been good these first two days. Just as far as your urgency, attention to detail, I think those are things that if you're thinking the way you're talking about, those creep into it. But yeah, Colorado's, they're up 21-7 at Michigan and playing great. They're a much improved team offensively, much improved team on special teams, and they've always been great defensively.
Is there a positive carryover that you can take from your loss at Nebraska that you can put into the Colorado game? Well,
I think just our guys owning everything. We always have a team meeting to discuss why things happen and what occurred, good, bad, or indifferent. And that's the biggest part, is everybody sit in the same room and go, okay, this happened. Why did this happen? How do we, if it's a good thing, how do we do more of it? If it's not a good thing, how do we fix it? And we came out of that meeting and had a great Monday in terms of turning the page headed toward Colorado.